all of my fellow guests and my fellow classmates, and to Dr. Jones. This evening I brought you all here. I have a couple of questions I would like for you to think about while I'm going through my speech. But first of all, I would like to ask, has anyone ever thought of the swings that you use for your infants and toddlers? If so, that's what I'm here to let you all know some information about today, about the swings that you use for your infants and toddlers. There are a lot of them out on the market today, but a lot of people have speculations about them because they're not sure if they're safe or if they're not, or if they're strong enough or if they're not. So that's what I'm here today to let you all know about. I chose this topic because I have a 5-year-old daughter myself, and I used these swings for her when she was an infant. I was really skeptical about them. I was nervous about particularly about the first moment that I was going to put her in the swings, because I wasn't sure if it was secure enough or if it was safe enough for her. So I checked out some stuff, did some research on the swings, and I came up with a clear answer to help soothe my rushing thoughts about putting her in the swings. So today I have a couple of references that I'll refer to throughout the speech today. First of all, I'll let you know some about the styles of the swings. There are numerous styles out on the market today, but I'll let you know about a few of them. First, I'll tell you about the full size. The full size is the model that's particularly used for in-home. It goes up to about 25 pounds, so you can normally keep your child in there too. It depends on the child. So it's up to 25 pounds, even some up to 30. Particularly for those who are kind of wishy-washy and don't know when to take their child out. It's about when they can start pulling on the bars by themselves or pulling their leg over where they can tip out on their own. And then we have the portable models. The portable models are lowered to the ground, and they typically, you shouldn't go over 25 pounds with those because they're lower models, and when they get too much weight in them, they're not going to swing correctly. And then you have the hybrid models. The hybrid models are for those who have a little extra money and who like the gets and gadgets of the swings. So some parents like the extra stuff, some just want the simple models. But the hybrid swings, well, they're not called swings actually. They're called hybrid bouncers because they have more than just one particular setting. So it can be a rocker, it can be a bouncy seat, it can be all of that together. So now I'll tell you a little bit about the features that they have. The features, they range from huge features to little small features, but I'll let you know about a few of them. The seat setting is the first feature I want to talk about. This feature, it gives you the option to recline your child or to let them sit up in a sitting mode. It really depends on the child. My child particularly, she liked to sit up, so I most of the time kept it in a sitting upright position. She fell asleep in it, and then I would recline it. And next I'll tell you about I'll mention the speeds. The speeds are particularly up to the parents, really, because most parents don't want to go to that 4th speed, and some don't mind going up to the 8th speeds, which they range from. But particularly, I never used the 4th speed. Me personally, I had a portable swing, and I always kept it, at a moderate level, because if you swing them too hard, they'll eventually tip out. And next, I'll tell you about the entertainment feature. There are a lot of entertainments they have for these swings. Now they have toy bars, they have, all sorts of things that'll help the child, that'll entertain the child while they're in this particular swing. And most of the toy bars, they're not able to reach them until, maybe they're 3-4 months when they're in the reaching stage. Most of the time, you don't really want them to reach them because there might be little things on it that they can pull off and put in their mouth. So they're really just there, kind of like a mobile that they can look at, and it can keep them entertained for a little while. And next, I'll tell you about the safety features that some of them have. Excuse me. First and foremost, I particularly think this is the most important, but you know, I guess each person has their own. But the most one is to never leave the child alone in the swing. Anything can happen. You can walk away, you can turn your back, but particularly you want to stay there in an area where you can see the child clearly, because children get kind of rowdy and it can happen faster than what you think. So you never want to leave them alone in the swing. They can sleep up until, it's recommended that they can sleep up to 30 minutes in the swing, no longer than that. If you really think that they're going to be asleep, if you're doing something, you can leave them there for a little while, but then take them out and let them actually sleep in the crib. You never want to leave them alone. Secondly, never use it if you think you have missing parts. It's easy for the swing to break down, so you never want to lose it if you think you have missing parts to the swing. And thirdly, you want to watch for recalls on it. There are a lot of websites that can be used to search for recalls, and you can also register your swing, and they'll particularly contact you if there's a recall on the product that you have. So at this time, if anyone have any questions they would like to ask me, please feel free. This is my time where you can ask me any questions that you may have concerning the information that I have given to you. Yes.
Do these swings necessarily come with warranties when you buy them?
Some of them do come with warranties, but it's particularly up to the company. So you might want to check their website, look at how the actual company that you're buying it from, look at how they're advertising it. Maybe you can look at in the newspaper, and some even advertise through the mail. So you want to check out things like that if you're actually looking for it. Yes.
If the swing happens to break down, would they give you your money back, or could you sue them, like if your child got hurt or anything like that? Like, how would that work?
I'm actually not very sure if you can sue them. I know that they give you the instructions to kind of back up what they're doing.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why they tell you on most of the websites that they're going to tell you, if you're not sure, don't put the child in the swing. So if you feel like, I'm not sure if I put it together correctly, or there are some missing parts, you always want to make sure that the swing itself is secure before you put the child in there. So that's kind of how they, watch out for themselves. So I'm not sure. I've never come across any situations where I've seen someone sue and win for their child getting hurt in a swing. Maybe if it was a manufacturer kind of issue, maybe, but if it's kind of like on your part, kind of like, well, you should have made sure that you had all parts, or you should have made sure everything was good before you put the child in there. So I'm not sure if you can actually sue and win. Yes.
Have you ever had a mistake where your daughter fell out of the swing, or something happened while she was in the swing?
She has never fallen out of the swing, but my child did get to a point where she was old enough and strong enough to grab the bars. She would grab the bars and swing from side to side, which my swing particularly was not supposed to go side to side. It was supposed to go back and forth, but she would grab the bars and swing from side to side. So she actually broke a part of the swing, and I kind of knew then that I couldn't put her back in the swing, especially if she was by herself. And when she was kind of in a rowdy kind of stage, sometimes children are hyper through the day, sometimes they're calm. I would put her in the swings when she was at a calm state, because I knew the swing and her grabbing on it, it wasn't going to stay secure. So, no, I did not come to a point where she would fall out the swing, but she did grab it. And, I just took precautions from there. Any other questions? if there'll be no other questions, I kind of just sum up from where I started. There are a variety of great swings on the market. A lot of the swings they come from, being battery operated to electric. They also, you also have some that have very good entertainment kind of settings and safety features. A lot of them have the 5-point harnesses where you can buckle your child in for safety needs. And there's a lot of information on the website actually that come from the company for the actual swing. So if you ever come to a point where you need to get a swing and you're not particularly sure of the information on it, just go on the websites and check them out and make sure you're getting the best for you and your child. Thank you.